So Ken and Dean, just doing a quick video show of the RCC216. So this one here is the most similar to Ken's currently, with the slide outside there. Obviously the big difference is that these are the full press sheet panels. There's no stick and tin like the older models. This is new design, new feature, new technology. So yeah. It comes out quite clean along the edges. There's no physical joins along the sides apart from top and bottom, and they're all glue and screw from the inside into a C section, or a J section they like to call it these days. So we'll do a quick video of this one, and then I'll get onto the Snowy River as well and shoot you that one through. Now this one here, so 6-inch drawbar, or A-frame as they say, 4-inch chassis. It's got an 8-inch razor in it, so you do have that big 4-wheel drive style off-road potential capability. Probably wouldn't go too hard on that side of things, but you know, it's not an off-road van, but it does give you that extra height in the actual axles. Down the front here, 3-plug setup. So this one is obviously your normal trailer, and then 12-volt power, and then trailer brakes on the other socket there. Quite a decent length on the actual cable itself. So depending on the vehicle you've got, you know, you've got a decent sort of length there. Now this one down the bottom here, water in and out. So in, obviously, that's got a valve in there. So when you are in a park, you don't use the pumps to pump the water in. It's just straight in. Gives you really good pressure there, and obviously water out there as well. Now in the front there, you've got that cover that's covering 2 of your 45-litre gas bottles. So you can actually lock that down on the side there as well if you're concerned about your gas bottles, but that should all be fine. Now in the front here, what you've actually got, these ones are already open. So this one at the front here, full internal window. Now the beauty of that is that during the day, if you do want to have a nap or a bit of a lie down or whatnot, you haven't got the sun beating through that front window, and obviously you can close all of that up as well, and you're not going to get any sort of night light coming through there as well. You've then got your front boot there as well, so that actually just folds up like so. And then you've got full aluminium, no wood in there whatsoever. You've got the aluminium boot there, so you know, feel free to chuck whatever you need to in that side of things. Now we'll head along the back side of the van to begin with. Now these vans do have a full 270-degree camera, so they come with a screen. They're all wireless, so you don't need a hard wire or anything in your vehicle. But yeah, you basically plug into the cigarette lighter socket, and away you go. Now 270 degrees both sides and rear. No cameras at the front, but unnecessary. Okay. This little hatch here is your full tunnel boot. So in the tunnel boot there, we'll go the whole way through to the other side. As you can see, that unit over there is just a proper jack, a bottle jack. Now most manufacturers don't give you that bottle jack, whereas Regent have decided to do the right thing and throw that in inclusive for you. Okay. Now heading down along here, you do have battery space under the van itself. So they're not internal in the actual bodywork or anything. They're nice and cool under the van. You do get 1 battery with these ones, but you have the ability to go to 2. So that's all wired up, and it's all just you know, put your battery in and away you go. The slide itself. Now the big difference with this one compared to a lot of other vans, as you can see down the bottom here, you do have track, one there at the top as well. Now the reason Regent have decided to do that is obviously the more linear the slide comes out, you know, the more rigid it's going to be and the more strong it's going to be. It's not going to have any sort of lean on it when it comes out too far or anything like that. But it's all controlled from the inside of the van, obviously. Yeah, it's pretty easily accessible. These vents here, now down the bottom, vent for your fridge, up the top, same thing. So in and out air. You've got your little exhaust there for the fridge as well. You've then got a inlet socket for your 15 amp, so that's your power running in if you are in a park. You've then got another little UHF, sorry, not UHF, TV antenna there. Now that can be used for satellite as well if need be. Okay. Down here, this is your waste, your toilet. So that's just on a simple cassette. Pull it out. Oops, wrong way. I haven't taken that one out before, but it definitely does come out, and it just looks like a little suitcase. Put it down, go empty it, and then bring it back, and away you go. Just slides in there nice and easily. Now just bear in mind too, all of these little doors and whatnot are lockable, so if you are in a park and you decide to head off elsewhere for a day or so, you can lock everything up there too. This one in here, this is your hot water. So it's electric and gas if you need gas. Most is electric though, works off your battery. Yeah, that's just in there. Pretty standard sort of system, don't need to really do much with it. Cooling is a big thing with those things. If it needs it, you need it to cool down, so nice little vent there at the bottom too. Now work around the back here. So as you can see there, the spare wheel is actually inset into the back of the van. Nice and tidy look. It gives that real European sort of look. But yeah, nice and easy to get off as well if you need to. Now that bar, you can mount things to as well if you need to. So bike racks, motorbike rack. We're actually doing a motorbike rack for a lady at the moment, where we're putting on a trailer hitch, like the back of a vehicle, and then she just slides a motorbike rack onto that, and she can drive it straight up onto it. That is actually movable as well. So if that looks like it might be sitting out a little bit too far for you, you can actually move that in. And it's not going to give you any grief. Now, as I said, that camera up the top there as well. So that's your full reverse camera. As I said, it's all wireless, so you're not having to plug the car in to get the reverse image or anything like that. It's already there for you. Now, your awning, full electric awning. So again, you're no pulling or stressing to get up to it or anything like that. But just a button on the inside of the van pulls it out. Same thing to put it back in again. Very, very easy. Not a hassle. Along the front of that there, I'm not sure if you can see in the video, there is that LED strip lighting that runs the whole way along. So yeah, that's just there for the convenience. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn that radio off so you can continue hearing me. Just give me 1 second. Where are we here? Alright. So, Fusion audio gear, which is pretty decent stuff, particularly for this sort of application. Instead of mounting separate speakers on the outside or anything like that, they've just gone with a one speaker system straight into the side. The sound is very, very good coming out of that. They do have a separate tweeter to speaker system, so it's a better sound quality using that system. But yeah, that's all in that one unit. Down the bottom here, you've got your little picnic tray. Now inside of there, as you can see, double power point, TV antenna, and then you've got an additional 12-volt socket there as well. So, you know, if you're using these ones for the TV, for example, you can still charge your phone down the bottom here as well. Now this is an arm that you can mount your TV on. Okay, so if you do want to bring the TV from inside outside, you can do. And then you know, pop that away, pop your TV back in, close that up, and you're ready for the road. Alright, that there. Now these doors, they are a double side type style door. Instead of having a latch that comes over, actually magnetizes to the door itself. Makes it a bit easier. They are a two-piece door, so this black panel actually all pops out. It gives you your fly screen on the inside, so for a nice bit of cooling. LED light up the top there for entry. On your handle here as well, I'll just turn it around this way. Button just in behind, lights up nice and blue with a few nice cool little bubbles and whatnot in there. You know, nice and easy to see which one's yours. Now, just zoom in on this one. National structural warranty of 5 years, 2-year manufacturer warranty. Okay, so if anything does twist, bend, flop, anything like that, you know you're covered directly through the manufacturer. There's no aftermarket warranties or anything like that needed. Okay, so pretty cool design, That's just with the door open. Your step is electric as well. Okay, so I'll just show you how that there works. Where are we here? We'll just close this one up. Close back in. A little bit of James Bond going on with that one. Okay, and it's also blue lit as well. So at least at night time, stepping in, you can see where you're stepping and away you go. Alright, all important fire extinguisher, probably the most probable place to put it. Obviously handle there as well that lights up there too for you when you need it. Now, sleeping arrangements. You've got the full double-sized bed in the front there with plenty of storage space around it. So you've got slide drawer as well as a cupboard underneath. You've then got the open close on this side too. I'll just turn him around this way. So plenty of space in there. That bottom panel actually lifts out as well, so if you do need that extra hang space, you've got that. In saying so, you do have that little cubby underneath there too, and in that little cubby you've got a dual socket there as well. Same on both sides. Okay, so over night time you can pop your phone in there and charge that and away you go. You've obviously got the overheads as well there, so plenty of depth and plenty of space in there. Up top you got your skylight. Now just I'll make a point of this, or a note of this one here. Slide across, as you can see, the concertina. Okay, so that is actually a different product that they use for that. So if you do manage to get any sort of staining or anything on there, it's a lot easier to clean off. That opens up pretty wide up the top there as well. If you don't want it fully closed off, you do have the fly screen that comes across there too. Now we'll just note too, these big windows beside the bed. Both sides, not only does it help with cross ventilation, but if you're lying in bed in a beautiful spot and you want a decent view, well then you've got those big side windows there too. Okay, and same thing, pull down, you've got your fly screen, so you can have your windows open, pull up, you've got your full block out there. Okay, and same thing, they're a material, they're not a cardboard, so if they do get damaged, they can be replaced if need be, but they can easily be washed over too. Alright, now this is your slide out lounge space. So this is a pretty cool little feature that Region have decided to do with the slide out. Not only do you have, well, there's enough space there for probably 4 or 5 people, but in the event you got a little one with you, you can pull that little drawer out there. You can pop a cushion on there, which is coming with the van. And then there's an extra little seating space there. That is on both sides. You then just got another little storage compartment there too. Okay. Now the aircon, it's all hardwired, obviously. Works pretty damn well. You do have Fusion speakers up here in the roof too. Now that is dual zone. So if you want to have it on outside and you don't want it inside, you've got that ability to do so. Yeah, you know. It's one of those things, if you want it outside, 9 times out of 10 you want it inside too. Up here you got your TV mount up here as well. So the beauty of having that there is that you can be sitting at your lounge and watching TV, or if you want to slide it around this way, you can sit here and you can watch it in bed. This is all your controls for your slide out. Sorry, your control for your step and your awning is down the bottom here. Yeah, you've got a full projector, top of the range projector electronic system to be able to keep an eye on everything that's going on. Obviously you've got your 12 volt cigarette lighter socket plug up there, antenna plug, your 2 12s there as well. You then got the remote for all the lighting, so instead of having to get up out of bed of a night time to turn the light off, you can just hit a remote button and it'll turn all your lights off around the inside of your van. Kitchen, beautifully laid out kitchen. Okay, so plenty of bench space. I've not seen another van with probably the same sort of amount of bench space before, but a nice layout. Plenty of walking space with that slide out there as well. Now in this one particularly, you do get your microwave, you then get your grill, you also get an oven. So if you do like entertaining and doing a bit of cooking, you've got that oven that comes inclusive in this van. lift this one up here. So you've got your hot plates there as well. Now that's 3 gas and 1 electric, okay? If you ever run out of gas, you don't want to be stuck and not be able to boil a pot of water or a kettle or anything like that, so you do have that electric capability there too. Lovely black finishes on the actual sink itself, so that's a matte black finish. I've always wanted these in my house, let alone in a van. Yeah, it does have water filtration as well. So yeah, that little one there is your water filtration. Okay. Plenty of slides. Now these are all soft close drawers on this one too. Just the drawers, not the cupboards. Bit harder to do soft close on a cupboard. Oh, hang on, I've just proved myself wrong. There we go. It is soft close on the cupboard there too. Under here, plenty of storage space. Down here, same thing. Okay. Top one slides down, folds down. Got all your reverse camera screen and everything in there. You got your screen TV, wall mounts and whatnot. They all come standard with the van. Up here, now this is probably one of the bigger fridges I've seen in a van previously, but that is 3-way gas, electric or solar. So you can, actually the beauty with that one too is that as soon as you plug a 12-volt in, you don't have to concern yourself with turning gas on or off or anything like that. It automatically senses that the gas is, the electric's plugged in. Up on the side here, now these are full slide outs. So I actually quite like this idea of having these. The cupboard space is quite deep. You don't want things to disappear into an abyss when it goes in there. Close that one down, and it is also soft close on the way back in as well. So no big bangs at 7 o'clock in the morning when you're doing breakfast. Same thing here. Okay, that's also slide out. The bottom one is storage facility. Okay, now the reason why they've done that is there's a wheel arch there. You can't actually get that slide out in there. But in saying so, good little space for your rubbish bin. It keeps it nice and tidy and closed away, and stops the flies from getting in and that sort of thing. Down the bottom here, same thing there as well. That's all your control and everything for your fridge and whatnot in there. So really you don't have to do much down there, but it still gives you access. Some vans just hide it all away and they don't bother giving you the access when you need it. Back into the bathroom. So here you can see my ugly mug in the mirror. G'day gents, how we going? You've got your washing machine down the bottom there. Domestics. Now this is actually porcelain inners on these toilets here, but then you've got the Dometic system. You've then got your full fan ventilation up the top here and whatnot as well. So not only do you have one over the toilet, you've also got one inside of here too, just so it doesn't get all moist throughout the whole van. Now you do have full operational shower in there as well. You've got your space there as well, and full drainage out the bottom. These are all shaving cabinets. Now I think this is a cool part because it's always thought that the missus needs the space, but what about us blokes, hey? There we go, so plenty of storage there as well. It'll close up nicely. Same thing, you've got your sockets there too in the event that you need them. Overhead storage there too, and side storage there as well. Alright, now another remote there. These things actually come with 3 remotes for your lighting, and they're all just zoned individually. Down the bottom here, that one there, it's your laundry bag. That's it, everything there. Nice black finishes in here as well. This door does lock open for when you're travelling, so you don't want everything open when you're travelling. That one up, and again you've got your same thing up here as well. Your window actually has your same coverings there too, so you've got your fly screen as well as your up and down on that one too. Also fabric, you can wipe it down, clean it off, replace it if you need to. Okay, so this is your fusion system here as well. Okay, so pretty decent system, particularly in a van. You don't need anything overly extensive. Up the top here, another storage space. In here is where you've got all your fuse, your projector fuse control and whatnot there as well. You've also got your gas on and whatnot there too. Right, fire alarm, because that's a necessity, and then you've got your wind up for your antenna on the outside there too. Okay, so I'll head back out. Just give you a full out. Alright, so she's a pretty decent size unit, good big van, you know, plenty of size on the outside there as well. They are torsion bar suspension too, I just might add that in now, so they're not independent or anything like that. There's really no need for independent in this size van, or this capability I should say, but yeah, torsion bar, which works very well. I'll just take you over to this little patch. So this is just the opposite side to your tunnel boot. Okay, so this is where we looked through before. I said that's that jack there. Now you'll have to excuse me if this video is not overly professional. It is my first time in doing this, alright, but I hope I've shown you everything that you need to see on this one. And again, if you've got any questions regarding this particular van or the inclusions, the differences that you can build, you know, you can do your different bench tops and different colour for the leather on the inside. I think one big thing to mention is there's real leather in this van. It smells amazing when you walk into it. But yeah, my apologies if it's not 100% professional, but hopefully I've shown you enough to give you a bit of an idea as to what this particular RCC216 is. Alright, so again, this is the most similar to what Ken's currently got. Okay, I'll shoot this one through to you. I'll get on to the Snowy River, I'll do the same thing. Hopefully it's not as bad as what this one looks, and we'll go from there. Thanks, gents. Bye.